Imagine two children growing up in the same neighborhood. They attend the same school, earn similar grades, and dream about successful careers. Years later, one enjoys financial freedom, owns a home, has savings, and feels confident about the future. The other struggles with debt, lives paycheck to paycheck, and constantly worries about money. What made the difference? It wasn't intelligence. It wasn't luck. And it wasn't necessarily a higher salary. The biggest difference was something they learned, or never learned, about managing money. Many parents spend years preparing their children for school, college, and careers. But they often forget to prepare them for one of life's most important responsibilities: managing money. Without this skill, a child can unknowingly place their future at risk. The first financial lesson every child should learn is that earning money requires effort.
To money children, money simply appears whenever parents pull out a wallet or tap a credit card. They don't see the long hours at work. They don't see the bills that must be paid every month. And they don't see the sacrifices parents make to provide a comfortable life. When children understand that every dollar represents time and effort, they begin to respect money instead of taking it for granted. The second lesson is learning the difference between needs and wants. This simple habit can change a person's financial future. Needs include food, housing, education, and basic clothing. Wants are the newest phone, fashionable shoes, expensive gadgets, or items purchased simply because everyone else has them. Children who cannot tell the difference often grow into adults who buy first and think later. Over time, this habit can lead to unnecessary debt and financial stress. Another important lesson is learning to save before spending. Many adults make the mistake of spending everything they earn, then hoping to save whatever is left. Unfortunately, there's usually nothing left. Parents can teach a better habit. Whenever children receive money, whether it's an allowance, birthday gift, or payment for helping with extra responsibilities, they should save a portion before spending the rest. This simple routine develops discipline that lasts a lifetime. Patience is another money skill that shapes the future. Today's world encourages instant gratification. Everything is available immediately. Online shopping, food delivery, and digital payments make spending easier than ever. But successful people often have one thing in common: they know how to wait. Instead of buying something immediately, they plan, save, and make thoughtful decisions. Teaching children to delay gratification helps them avoid impulsive spending as adults. Parents should also teach children how to create simple financial goals. Saving money becomes easier when there is a purpose. Maybe it's a new bicycle, a laptop, a musical instrument, or money for future education. Goals give children motivation. They also teach that meaningful achievements often require consistency and patience. Another common mistake is protecting children from every financial consequence. If a child spends all of their allowance on unnecessary items, some parents immediately give them more money. While this may seem kind, it removes an important learning opportunity. Experiencing small financial mistakes during childhood is much safer than making expensive mistakes as an adult. Children learn responsibility when they understand that poor choices have consequences. One of the greatest dangers facing today's children is consumer culture. Advertisements appear everywhere. Social media constantly promotes the newest products. Influencers show luxury lifestyles that seem normal. Without financial education, children begin believing that success is measured by what they own. But true wealth isn't about buying everything. It's about controlling your money instead of allowing money to control you. Parents should also teach children to compare prices before making purchases. This habit may sound simple, but it builds smart decision-making. Successful people don't always buy the cheapest option. They buy the option that provides the best value. Learning to compare quality, price, and usefulness helps children become wise consumers instead of emotional shoppers. Another valuable lesson is understanding that children don't need complicated financial terms. They simply need to understand that borrowing money means future income has already been promised. Buying something today may mean sacrificing opportunities tomorrow. This understanding encourages thoughtful financial decisions later in life.
Perhaps the most powerful lesson parents can teach is gratitude. Children who appreciate what they already have are less likely to chase every new trend. Gratitude reduces unnecessary spending. It helps children focus on experiences, relationships, and personal growth rather than endless consumption. Financial habits are rarely built in one conversation. They develop through daily examples. Children watch how parents shop, how they save, how they discuss money, how they react during financial challenges. Actions always teach louder than words. If parents regularly budget, avoid unnecessary purchases, and save for future goals, children naturally absorb those habits. Financial education doesn't require expensive courses. It begins around the dinner table, during grocery shopping, while planning a family vacation, or when discussing household expenses in simple, age-appropriate ways. These everyday moments become lifelong lessons.
Many parents believe financial education can wait until their children become adults. But by then, many habits are already formed. The best time to teach children about money is while they are still living at home, because once they begin earning their own income, good habits become powerful tools, and bad habits become expensive mistakes. The future isn't shaped only by the size of a paycheck. It's shaped by the decisions made with every paycheck. Children who understand budgeting, saving, patience, and responsible spending are better prepared for real life. They are more likely to avoid debt, more likely to build wealth, and more likely to achieve the freedom that comes from financial security. As parents, you may not be able to give your children unlimited wealth, but you can give them something even more valuable: the knowledge to manage whatever money they earn.
That knowledge can protect them from financial stress, open doors to greater opportunities, and help them build a future based on confidence instead of worry. Because, in the end, a child's future isn't determined only by how much money they make. It's determined by how wisely they manage it. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with other parents who want to raise financially responsible children. See you in the next video.